community tab, which means I finally get to do question and answer. I put out a post, my first ever community post, last night, asking for your questions, your cues for me to A. So I've taken as many of those as I've gotten within the past, 24 hours, filtered them down to remove any duplicates or generally similar questions, and made myself a list. The first part is just about my channel content, or about ASMR stuff in general. So let's get right into it. Oh, and I will be doing more of these in the future if I get enough newer questions to, warrant it. So if you had one and you're late to the game, don't worry. I just got so many all at once that I was like, hey, let's go ahead and do one. Why not, So, the first one. What made you want to do YouTube and ASMR? It's kind of weird how I got here, because I actually didn't intend to. I started out writing scripts for someone just like 2 months ago, because it turned out they thought I was actually pretty good at it. From there, I just kind of kept getting further and further into it until I was like, wow, I'd like to try this myself. And then I thought, hey, if I get one of those nice microphones, I can probably return it. Or I can use the money I make off of, ambient noise recordings to pay it back. So let's go ahead and get one of those from the get-go. Which is why I'm currently recording this on a microphone with ears. Question 2. Have you voice acted before? No. I have never done anything like this before. The closest to creative stuff that I've done before is D&D back in university when I ran a campaign, or a couple of campaigns. And, I guess, I've edited video and things, and written things before, and started editing audio recently, so it all kind of came together. I wasn't ever really in any sort of, artsy or performing stuff in school either, so this is kind of a complete surprise for me. What or who inspired you to do audios? Well, there's the person who I was writing scripts for. They kind of nudged me toward it as I was expressing more interest. I guess one of the bigger things that helped me choose to do this was I really am really uncomfortable with my voice. I know that, given that if you're listening to this, you're my audience, so I assume you like my voice. So you'd be like, what? No, how does that make any sense? But I really don't like my voice. So I was like, hey, maybe I can build up some confidence by having to force myself to edit my own voice for hours on end. And then, put it online or whatever, I guess, after the fact. And then it turned out that y'all really liked my voice for some reason, which has been absolutely amazing confidence booster, not gonna lie. How did you get the courage to put yourself out there on YouTube? I have no shame, actually. No, really, this is the easiest part, actually. The hardest part for me was deciding to record myself actually doing these, the scripts themselves. Because, I love these scripts. I help write a lot of them, or I just write them myself. But, whether I was writing F4M scripts or writing M4F scripts, I think we're all aware that these are, sort of wish fulfillment or fantasy scenarios, which is fine. I love those so much. But it makes it weirder for me, because I'm like, wait, if this is someone the wish fulfillment, then why would they enjoy me actually being the one reading it aloud, So once I overcame that, everything else was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. names, etc., that I have internalized their bizarro world ways of speaking. So that would be why I'm saying uni instead of college. But no, I graduated. I'm actually 26, which I'm okay with saying because it was in my Twitter bio before I blew up. So dumbass me. But yeah, so I'm editing or writing things while I'm at work, actually, during my lunch break. So between writing scripts for other people on my lunch break, I'm also editing and writing my own stuff. So that's been fun. Luckily, Google Docs isn't blocked at my workplace, so it's ample time for me to surreptitiously edit at my desktop and my corner desk where no one can see me writing some very strange stuff down in a document. What is your favorite part about making audios? Not gonna lie, the confidence boosting comments. I know everyone says this. They're like, oh, my fans are so much blah blah blah, but like legit, I've had so much trouble with self-confidence, especially in terms of like, I'll put it bluntly, I guess, girls and people I'm interested in, because I was raised thinking, I'm straight, but like that's the queer aspect of my life has been recent, so I'm generalizing to girls. Girls actually liking my voice has been a very weird experience to me. I made a joke recently, actually, that apparently I'm very popular according to YouTube's analytics with the 18 to 24-year-old female demographic, which is a thing that I have never been able to say before in my life. So, yeah, no, legit, the audience reception, and once I do a few M4A scripts and things like that for my not white girl audience, I'm really hoping that they like my voice as well. I don't know, it's just really cool to me that people actually like hearing me talk, which is not normal. Are there any characters or concepts that you were looking forward to trying? Confident guys have always been fascinating to me as a thing that I am not, but I'm looking forward to doing more of those. I'm also looking forward to, I don't know, I guess the easiest way to describe it would be sci-fi and fantasy stuff. I personally love doing slice of life because it's more realistic to me, so when people respond like positively, it's like, oh, they would respond positively in real life too, wowie. But I am a massive sci-fi nerd ever since I was a kid, so getting to do stuff with those concepts would be really fun to me. I'm really hoping to play with that more after I get kind of settled into a routine of some kind. Are you going to make a part 2 or series of any of your audios? Y'all really want some part 2s based on my comments. Okay, so here's the thing. Part 2s to these specific plots of existing videos. Very few, if any, are going to get that treatment. That is not to say I am not going to, for example, do more audios with a goth guy character like I've done before. I am going to end up doing more of those. Probably a lot of those based on the kind of reception that I got for that one. But in my experience, it is best to leave something like that at a high point, because the more you try to drag it out into sequels and part 2s and series, the more likely it is that it'll get stagnated, and it won't be as fun to do for me, which you will be able to tell. So, kind of trying to use sequels and part 2s sparingly. Hilariously, there are one or two that I want to actually turn into series. The problem is they're not any of the ones that everyone's begging for part 2s for. So I am still going to do them because, why not, right? But don't worry, there will be more recurring character archetypes of things that I've already done. Specific part 2s, though, will legit shows huge interest in what I'm doing, so thank you. Do you plan to do teasers or 18 plus audios? No. I'm sorry, I am not in a place to be able to do that comfortably, between my job and my own issues with self-confidence. Though, to be clear, that sounds very fun, and the thought has crossed my mind a lot, but, alas, do you have a Discord, or do you plan to do one? Honestly, at the moment, I'm gonna say no. I mean, I don't have one. I'm gonna say no. Do I plan to do one at the moment? I don't know. In the future, whatever that may bring, but for now, I've got so much going on, I would not be able to safely moderate that content, and I've seen Discords go badly before, and I don't want to be like the person who started that and then let it go that way, you know? Especially because I think based on analytics, like 10% of you are 13 to 17. Yeah, no, I would not be comfortable creating that kind of space where people could potentially take advantage of other people without me being able to constantly moderate it. And because I have to work 8 hours a day, and sleep 8 hours a day, and prepare for and come down from work for another about 3 to 4 hours a day, you can see how little time I would have. But I don't know. Maybe in the future I might be able to set something up, but as of right now, that's not in the cards. But we'll see. You know. How is your voice so soothing? I visited a witch, and she granted me a soothing voice in exchange for my soul. It was a fair trade. I wasn't using the damn thing, and this seems to be a much better way to spend my life than having a pesky soul around. So I think I'm pretty happy with the trade. Improv or script? Both. Mostly been script so far. But like the comforting you from a crowd one, that was improv. And I've got quite a few more improv audios coming down the way, because I really enjoy trying that, even though I was never in like an improv class or whatever. As stupid as this sounds, legit, most of my quote-unquote improv skills came from games like D&D and things where I was a DM, so I had to constantly come up with dialogue, like, off the top of my head. Yeah, so both, and probably more improv coming, because it seemed to actually be kind of fun, and came out well. Do you listen to other ASMRtists, and if so, who? In no particular order. This is just the weird order that it's given me on here. Amy K, ASMR, Baby Pink, Skitty Cat, Teacup, Dude That's Wholesome, Vividly ASMR, Variana. Alright, so now we've got the first section out of the way, and now we're going to do the About Me section, in which you asked all sorts of very private, probing questions, such as, how big is my... Oh, God. First question, can you give me $100? Yeah, sure. Where am I from? US of A, Deep South, baby. Where all the food's fried and spicy and probably made of an alligator of some kind. Yeah, Deep South. Y'all reckon I can do a southern accent? I just kind of killed the damn thing over the years because I didn't much like how it sounded coming out of my mouth. But, I can still kind of kick it back into gear when I need it. I am legit from the Deep South, that's not a lie. Favorite color? Red. Favorite soda? I'm gonna sound like such a fucking Mountain Dew, honestly. Yeah. Favorite singers/bands or songs at the moment, or genres of music? Oh boy, y'all found my genres-wise, I'll pretty much listen to almost anything if I find that I like the vibe of it. Favorite singers and bands, though? Now that is an interesting question. I'm gonna get the list from my music library open, and I'll just go down alphabetically and be like, hey, that's one that I like. Angles 9, Big Crit. Let's go down some more. Clipping, Daughters, David Bowie, Death Grips, Fleetwood Mac, Foo Fighters, HMLTD, Joji, JPEG Mafia, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey, Led Zeppelin, Miles Davis, My Chemical Romance, Nine Inch Nails, Pink Floyd, Prince, Pusha T, Queen, Rage Against the Machine, Run the Jewels, System of a Down, Tool, Tyler the Creator, Vince Staples, Suicide Boys, Tupac. Then I'll put like a playlist of music that I like in the description to this video so you can like check out my eclectic garbage tastes all at once. Favorite comfort movies, and what movies do you like to watch? Well, comfort movies. Star Wars. I was a Star Wars kid. Like, really a Star Wars kid. I cannot overstate that enough. Other ones I like. Blade Runner, Alien, 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Doctor Strangelove, Pink Floyd's The Wall, Metropolis, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Recent movies though, Judas and the Black Messiah was really good. The Joker. Anyway, movies are good. Are you a gamer? What kind of games? I am a gamer in the sense that I play lots of games, not in the sense that I am good at them. I love playing games. I hate playing them competitively. There are a handful of games that I can be good at, but I'm not great at games. So, games that I've loved. As I mentioned, I was a Star Wars kid, so pretty much any old Star Wars game, especially older ones. Halo, Civilization, Factorio. Minecraft was fun for me years ago. I basically can't play it now because if I do, I will get sucked into it. Doom, both the original games and 2016. Quake 1, not Quake 2, 3, and 4. Quake 1 was a Lovecraftian industrial horror show set to Nine Inch Nails. Quake 2 was just sci-fi shit. I'm Quake 1. Platformers, both retro and modern. Again, I'm not very good at them, but I love them to death. Metroidvania games, oh my god, yes, please. I played Super Metroid, and then Castlevania Symphony of the Night, one after another, a couple years ago, and those are so good. I love games with a definite ending. I actually do not like Skyrim because it does the branching ending thing where it keeps on letting you like auto-generate more things to do, and I'm like, no, I need a definite ending to stop and put the controller down, you know? Anyway, yeah, lots of games, not good at any of them, love playing them all, except Halo. I'm kinda good at Halo a little bit, but what do I do for fun? Apparently I make girls tingle for fun, so that's pretty neat. What I do for fun changes pretty regularly. Like, I never really have a fixed thing that I do. And was just blood, guts, and vampires and shit, but I kind of just watch whatever anime is put in front of me. I've known anime that I have disliked, definitely. I probably shouldn't list those off because those are very popular, and I don't know if they're popular in the demographic of people who watch my stuff. I don't think they are, but like, those anime really rubbed me the wrong way. Just really gross messaging. Not in the sense that because they were anime, like any show or movie could have had this messaging. It's just, those in particular are just like, oh, that's gross. That's a gross way to think about women. That's really not cool. But yeah, ambivalent on anime. I like it as much as any other genre or any other medium. That's the thing. I don't really see it like a genre. It's just kind of a medium to me. TLDR, I will rely on outside advisors to understand anime. I will never understand it myself. Current hair color. Unknown. Yeah, unknown. What do you like to do that other people consider weird? Probably that. If you could learn to use a bow or a sword, which would it be and why? Actually, interesting question. Sword, probably. Definitely less specific accuracy acquired to use it, and I could just put my full body weight into a swing. With a bow, I would be shaking too much, or just send them flying everywhere. It would be very, very bad to be around me with a bow. Cats. The big questions. I have 3 cats. One is supposed to be a foster, but that was 7 months ago, so I'm thinking he's just kind of mine now. He was a kitten my grandparents found, gray, very fluffy. They found him at like a couple of weeks old outside, and now he's mine, and he's very rambunctious, and he's a little devil, and I love him to death. He hasn't really had a name, because up until now, when I finally accepted that he's probably mine, I was afraid of naming him, because then that would be like, definitely mine. But a friend of mine, and they will know who they are if they're listening to this right now, suggested Lenny for a variety of reasons that I will not discuss here. So his name is probably going to be Lenny. Then before him, I got Boo, who is very tiny, tabby-ish. I don't know, she was feral, or she was stray when we found her. She lived around the house I lived in while I was at university, and she sort of slowly got closer and closer to the front porch, and we put food out for her and eventually coaxed her inside. She is so darn tiny. Oh my god, we're pretty sure she was the run of the litter. She has health problems, but she's very cute, very feisty, and she's a very good girl. And see, that was my one chance to put in good girl in this video, so. Good girl. I'm just messing with y'all, it's so fun. I love that I can do that. Like, so many F for M ASMR can do like good boy and things like that, and it'll like fuck with, well, me to some extent. And so it's fun to finally be able to use that against someone else. Lastly but not least, though, is my biggest, oldest, goodest boy, who is Fanta, who is a plump orange cat. Very lazy, and very feisty, and very grouchy, but cute as hell. I love him to death. He is annoyed to no end by that kitten. Oh my god. They are literally Garfield and Nermal. If you know anything about Garfield, like yeah, they're literally that. All 3 of my cats are my babies, and I love them to death, and that's why I name everything after them, because I'm a weirdo, and what else am I gonna name things after anyway? So yeah, that's the first batch of questions. The total recording time at this moment is about 1 hour, so I'm gonna have to filter that down a bit. I'm hoping for like 20 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you so much for your cues and giving me a chance to A them. Thank you so much for the fact that we're probably going to hit 10K in a few days, which is... I don't know how to deal with that. I legit did not expect this to happen. I know everyone says that when they're like compliment fishing, but yeah, no. Like I
said, I did this to get confidence in my voice. Like, I was starting point. This isn't gonna be great. Maybe it'll be better than I thought. And instead, I get like thousands of subs, hundreds of thousands of views. So yes, thank you all so much. You have all been amazing, and I hope to do another Q&A once we get enough questions for it. Plus, now we've got all the basic ones out of the way, we can get to like weird ones. So keep posting those under the same post if you'd like. I'll just keep track of which ones I've already answered, and we'll go from there.